The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
We should begin.
Cause I couldn't be bothered to make up a video for today. Red Arcs of Heroes cutting things. Why is this Stargate now? Look out for the gold.
So your one.
So it is announced on the second day since your meeting with King Steve that as an additional reward to the great heroes who came to their land not once, not twice, but 3 times and saved it, that he is commissioning a mighty work. There will be Tastic, new bridge, built in their honor, in order to facilitate trade, which is important, especially in these times of not much trade. And it will go from the sort of west of Maryland near Plock, and it will cross the bridge there, and cross the water there. And it shall be a great 4-laned bridge, and it shall be called the King Steve Bridge in honor of Saphiro, Sue, Adrian, Lee, and Seraphim, and Raj.
What about Villa?
Well, yes, what about Villa?
You weren't even in this season.
Which means you have yet to peak. So that reward is also announced.
I don't see how it's in honor of us if it's called the King
Such
Steve.
a great honor, everyone says. Everyone at this point is actually just realizing this.
wonder how the kingdom affords such a bridge.
So, what about the bridge? Why can't they just cross the river?
I really don't have your information on here. That's just great.
It can be hard for certain merchants and so forth to cross the river, especially if the river's high.
I mean, it can be hard to cross the river with a cart, I imagine.
Exactly.
What we're actually talking about is a significant ice flow river right off the mountains that thunders. Yeah. This, of course, will put all of the boatmen who make their work on the river completely out of jobs. I believe we're looking at the Vice-Tula River. So, here you are in Sundrum Harris. Things are settled down enough for you to actually be able to go out and buy things. And you're planning a little jaunt. We're just going to wear our winter stuff down there, are we?
No. So, I would have visited the Fighters Guild.
Yep. You mean you visit
that would have
the Fighters
rebandaged
Guild,
you.
freshly reopened. You're greeted by a pair of bristling dwarves.
Do I recognise these two dwarves?
Yes, you do. You've encountered them before.
Did they attack?
When they last week's
In a castle-like environment.
Maybe.
delving.
But they were lost.
They were lost underground.
No, they were drunk. Привет!
Sorry?
Bronsko, привет! It's fine, Mom. Great. It's fine. Привет! Bronsko, привет! You're saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong. I'm not saying anything. Did you see it? Okay. Bronsko, привет!
I don't know what you're saying.
Sorry. Really sorry. We thought we'd greet you in your native language. But we're apparently rubbish at it.
Well, everyone always tries to speak to me about my eyes, so I don't know.
Aye!
Yeah, I'm not from Zeiss. I've never been there.
Liar. No, don't pay people liars. But she is a liar. I know she's a liar, but you don't tell them that up here. They can't handle truth. You got to dance around it with etiquette. Oh, that's how I remember. Oh, of course, I believe you completely.
I'm from Vanuatu.
Yes! No, I know that. Oh. So, how can the Fighters Guild help you?
Where's the previous guildmaster?
Well, the previous Guildmaster is still the Guildmaster.
Has he not returned yet?
He's a little injured from the revolution.
I hope he's alright.
Well, he got into a monstrous fight with Duke Roman.
And he survived?
Barely. They exchanged many blows. Roman was certainly very weak when he fought Saphiro, is the implication, because I've just rebalanced him to be stronger.
I've come to find someone that may know of paths into Romania.
Oh, no problem. I know that.
I'm trying to get to. Which the others were here?
Then why don't you go get them?
I might have to.
There aren't any others. She's a divisional second power. What? No, there are others. I saw them in the castle. Oh yeah. So why did you stop?
I thought you were speaking.
No. We're using etiquette.
I don't. I might have to get one of the others. Trot off.
Okay.
Who do I find first at the end?
Who wants to be found?
I don't. I'm learning spells.
I'll be found.
I hope you're doing my job that I asked you to do.
Which one was that?
Identify the armor.
We already did that.
No, we didn't.
No, we actually didn't.
Oh.
I just sort of pre-told you what.
Saphiro,
Ah, Sulan, how fare thee this morn? Fetching your drink up. Please.
Look, 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 look. Is that what else I can get for you?
For now.
you seem busy.
Not at the moment.
I'm trying to find out information about our current journey.
That would be useful. As much as we can find out, the more we can, the better.
Yes, I think finding out more information would be better.
I do mean to go to the king earlier and ask him, later I should say, and ask him some queries about the whereabouts of his son, so we can perhaps narrow things down.
We've been told that he's on part of the goodwill tour of Romania, so... Due out of Central Mirrors within half an hour.
Yep, I was going to find out what gear we need to go to the Parch Lanes.
The parched stone, yeah.
Yes. They probably have a better idea of what we need than us just buying gear.
True, there may have been some members of the guild who have travelled through there or nearby.
Can you help me? I'm having troubles dealing with the dwarves. I don't understand half the things they say.
Yes, they're probably trying to get gold out of you.
Possibly, I don't know. But if you could help, that'd be... If you can spare the time.
Of course. I'll be back later, my dear. Duty calls, of course.
So
Let's go.
you're right. Yep, they're back again.
Saphiro, cleric of Tor, at your service.
Hello!
I believe my associate here was having problems with communicating with you.
Oh, daft bitch lies a lot, yes. No, use etiquette.
Excuse me?
I mean, she's, doesn't common well.
I assure you, I have found Sulan to be nothing but an honourable and honest person.
Of course, sir.
Haven't I met you two somewhere before?
Oh, you may have been graced with our company at some point during the valorous endeavours.
They are the ones in the from the castle.
Negating your role completely.
Yeah.
Which is good because it was an 18,
It's
so...
Even though she's pointed it out, you're still askance.
Castle?
In Roman, the mouth girl?
the ones that dug a
Oh, the
hole
two
into
dwarves you
the
did the
castle.
Oh, yes, yes.
Looking for
The
gold.
ones who were
Lost.
in underground.
Yes.
No, wait, drunk.
Well, we didn't know you weren't with the castle.
So, your fighters guild. So yes, my associate was wanting to query as to if you or any of the other members have ventured into the Parched Stone.
Oh. That'll be that thing directly east of here.
Vaguely in that direction, I believe.
No, that's a Skyfall crater, you nut. If you go directly east, I'll put... Oh! Will this journey have anything to do with your friend?
Yes.
That is east. Aye. Just go to Eastwatch and head straight east, and you'll be in Zeiss before you know it.
No, I think it's just below Zeiss, over the river between that and the Burmanian.
You said it had to do with her.
It does.
Then Zeiss is where you're going.
She's not from Zeiss.
Of course! You're right.
Well, she's not.
Uh-huh.
Do you know nothing of Amazon?
I don't know a whole lot about surface people, but I do know a few things.
I see.
Anyway, so it not below Zeiss.
As in, since you are dwarves, I want to clarify below as in south as opposed to under the ground.
Oh! Thought they knew about those Macalite mines. What? I wasn't going to tell them.
I'm standing right here. I can hear you about your Macalite mines.
He knows about the Macalite mines already, it's okay. Okay, so you want to go to Burmania?
Yes.
Well, easiest way of doing that is heading down to Rocklaw, getting on a boat to Poznan.
Yes, I've been across, well, the other way, I should say.
Then head east. Don't go west. If you go west, you'll end up in...
The way we... Oh, yes.
Not following the river west.
Oh.
You'll go west, because that will lead you more south than west, really. And you'll end up in Hicksville. Nothing worthwhile there. Go east after Poznan. And you... the parched... The big deserty thing!
Yes, yes.
No one goes there, you're an idiot. Don't go there. Go to...
Well, we want to go to Burmania, hopefully the capital first, and then...
Oh, okay.
And then...
Well, hitting Poznan, and you'll be able to find your way from there. They'll sell maps and things and all sorts. Poznan is the well-known trade establishment that is definitely in Burmanian hands at the moment. Well, actually, I think the Wellanders took it in the recent war. No, the recent war was the Civil War. That was a territorial loss overall. No, I'm very sure they did.
I know Roleclaw has only just recently come under Merlin control.
Yeah, the half-burnt place.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already know. Yeah, head there, get on boat Poznan, and from there you can do whatever crazy things you want to do.
Yes, we were wondering if you or anybody else was familiar with the Parched Stoners, because we are planning to go there later.
I don't think anyone is, I can ask around for you.
That would be much appreciated.
He goes and asks around and comes back. There isn't anybody. Apparently, it's a big, hot, deserty place, and no one goes there, you mad, short-ass pillock.
Ah.
What?
No, never mind. I think I worked out that last part. Perhaps more people actually in the vicinity will know what we need to know.
That's what I'm thinking. Besides which, if you were looking to supply up for any kind of long, arduous, suicidal journey, this is hardly the place to do most of it.
Oh no, hopefully we'll take supplies to get us to Burmania and then probably supply up for the Parched Stone from there.
Well then!
Just wondering if you had any experts here, but obviously not. Was there anything else you wished to know, Sulan?
No, that's all.
Can I interject for a minute here? Go ask Wajibu. He lives in a desert place.
Wajibu, yes. Wajibu is a desert dweller, I believe.
Yes, he may have knowledge that we could ask for.
He'll probably call us foolish and stupid and why are we going to kill ourselves, but why not? We'll go find Wajibu.
Last chance for Wajibu's fantastically useless wares at prices you cannot afford. Come on, do not miss out on the opportunity to get fleeced by one of the worst merchants in the land.
Good day, Wajibu.
Oh, hello, my dear customers. Please, buy things.
We may. I do have a query, though, if you wouldn't mind.
And you wish me to buy this query from you? Not much use for queries these days. The market and the pelts have gone down.
Wait, a query is... No, as in a question.
Oh, go ahead.
You come from a desert region, correct?
Most of the time.
I was wondering if you're familiar with the Parched Stone.
Oh, the Parched Stone. That is a dreadful place there.
Yes, we want to go there.
Why on earth would you want to go to such a dry and inhospitably dry place?
Because I believe that is where something Sulan seeks is.
You know it is called the Parched Stone Waste for a reason.
Yes, well perhaps the one who took Sulan's possession, for lack of a better word, took it there for that reason. I mean, you'd have to be an idiot to go in there, right? So of course.
Look on the bright side, they're dead.
Who's dead?
Anyone who goes there. It is day upon day of dizzying, direction sense neutralizing waste of perfect flat, craggy rock. You get lost and you spun around, and then the sandstorms come and they strip the very flesh from your bones.
I must at least attempt. If I don't, I'll never know.
It has been a pleasure knowing you.
Wait, how many? If nobody goes there, how do we know this is the truth and not just some fearful story people make up to make sure?
Oh, because of all the
go
people
there?
who say, I am going to go prove that this is just bullshit, and then they never come back.
Oh well, if that's actually true, then fair enough.
The parched stone is... I mean, I am from a dry, desert-ish climate. We consider this place a horrible waste. And we have all of the desert living things.
So what? Do you have any advice as to supplies that would I'd be able to take in order to?
What kind of supplies would you want? Oh, happy ones.
Okay.
You do not want the kind of supplies, we are out of water. Or supplies, ravenous ghouls.
No supplies, as in gear, not surprise.
Oh, of course. Foolish of me. Well, water. You will want to take it in barrels because your wine skins will just evaporate the fuck away.
So we'll need some kind of cart and some kind of beast in order to tow such a cart.
Yes, but I wouldn't recommend using your horses.
Oh, treacherous creatures wouldn't want to use them anyway.
You will need a camel.
What's a camel?
Or an elephant. Probably a camel.
What's a camel?
It's like a desert horse.
That sounds treacherous.
They are. They have large, wide feet for walking on the sand. Not that that will be a problem in the Batstone, but they have the ability to carry a supply of water all their own and can last many days without drinking.
What about these elephants?
Large. They don't like the heat much
Then why are they useful for going through a desert?
because they dissipate heat very efficiently.
So
And
they
they're large, powerful beasts.
But do they carry their own water supply? Or would they
Even
just...
if they can carry many, many, many times what a camel or horse could, then yes.
But we will have to give them some of the water.
You know, lots of it. Boy, do they drink.
So in other words, most of the water they will be carrying will be for them.
And then, when you get to parts that a cart cannot pass, what will you do?
Go around those parts?
Adding much more time.
We don't even know where we're
You
going.
will also be consuming more food than normal, because your exertions will be high, sir.
We don't even know where we're going in the Parchstone, which is something we need to see if we can narrow down.
I was hoping that Adrian would help, but he's busy.
Well, you are going to need light robes to keep the sun off you, hoods, water, lots of food, lots of water. You will have no idea how hot and unpleasant and dizzying it will be. So dizzy. You will need special netting to put around your tents and sleeping bags when you sleep to keep any little insects that are away. Although there should not be any in the Parchstone. If there are, they are sure to be deadly poisonous.
Little bugs?
Very tiny.
Actually, is there something... Sulan, do you mind just covering your ears? Snakes. In the Parchstone.
Can't imagine what they'd live on. But if there are any, they are sure to be deadly. Oh, actually, there is one type of snake that is said to be able to live there. It comes from the Threefold Land, it is said. A legend amongst my people. The deadly two-step adder.
Why is it called that?
You get 2 steps, then you're dead.
Okay, thank you.
The
Of course,
beast,
the one snake that's there is the one that.
Sulan, it's okay, you can come back now.
they have blended into desert, especially rocky deserts, very well on account of their camouflage-like skin.
Yes, we can stop talking about that
Venom
now.
is so deadly.
Yes, that's enough with Jibu.
Of course, that is just a story.
Yes, with the story can end now too.
I don't understand. You asked about the snakes.
Snakes? What snakes?
Oh, just a legend.
That's why I didn't want you around.
Besides,
What to hear?
we must go there. Nothing will stop us going there.
I must.
What else would you need? Oh, as much magical assistance as you can get. Magic is wonderful after all.
Oh, that is fine. We have a wizard. What?
I am very happy that you have a wizard. Because they're property that belongs to you.
No, I mean we have one in our party.
Ah, I see that is a colloquialism of your kind.
Yes.
Here.
He belongs to nobody. Although we will have to be careful about going to
Oh, of
Verminian
course, it is in
territory.
Vermania. Merely possessing such a thing is crime.
So how does one find their way in a desert with few landmarks? Is it a bit like on a sailing ship where you use the stars?
I don't know this thing. In my land, when we want to know which direction to go and the desert is vast and shifting, we wait until the evening. Then the guiding star appears and we know which way to go.
Yes. That would apply here in the Parchstone as well.
Ah, so you are familiar with such methods of finding your way, he said, knowing you didn't take navigation.
I am familiar with
The concept
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. The concept of it, but I am not versed in the techniques myself. I just knew they did it from a brief stint on a ship, not how
Honestly,
to
my
do
friend,
it.
if you intend to go on such a reckless journey, you should, in my estimation, go to one of the Burman villages near the edge of it, where you will find all sorts of crazy people willing to sell you magic maps and such.
Yes, probably happy that most people who buy them die in the Parchstone and never come back angry that the thing didn't work.
Those are the kind.
Sulin, can you guide by the stars? No?
I've never
Of
tried
course,
before.
since you are on a mission for the king, you will be going to Einweg, the capital of Burmania. It is not in the direction you want to go.
Well, I mean, it's not too far away.
So, I am assuming that instead of risking the king's son's life by escorting him back through it, you will be going to the Parchstone first? I say first, implying there will be a second place you go.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, oh, oh. I do not mean to laugh at you. I know you are thinking, oh, we have done so many wondrous things. We have retrieved the 5 rings of the seasons and created the heart of winter again in the north, ridden on a dragon's back, been Wajibood. We have saved nations and revolutionized countries, and we've met Roger Blake without being horribly scarred for life. But this is beyond you.
Though if others have been before, I'm sure I can.
There are many who have tried. Wajibu has an idea. Parchstone, it is said, was not always a barren land, bereft of water and hope. Once, it is said, it was a lush farmland until the occupants angered the gods. If you can find an ancient map, it might still help you find where you want to go. Today!
And would you happen to have an ancient map in your tent back there?
No! I really wish this was one of the improbable things I had on my table of crap! Certainly, you are going to want to dress in less resplendent armor in the desert.
What? But
He said, knowing your kit forbids you to choose lesser armor.
this is fantastic armor.
It'd be very hot in there.
I'd like to see this two-step adder bite me through this.
They probably could. They would find your weak
This
spot
legend-
there,
This
there and there.
legendary snake's fangs are said to be able to pierce even the toughest of leather.
This isn't leather.
Your ankles are clad in standard leather boots. That is leather, and it is on the ground.
Yes, I do realise where most of those creatures dwell.
Pick a color, yellow, green, or black. I realize black isn't a color.
Black, because...
Massive success.
Right, he notices me gripping and fondling my arm.
Ah,
Sulin, what are you doing?
Oh, no, nothing. No.
You alright?
I may have had a run-in with this snake before.
this legendary, seemingly mythical snake?
I don't know if it was the same.
He's highly unlikely.
I mean, given that you supposedly die in 2
Unless
steps...
he rolls against it.
Unless you died in 2 steps, then I don't think that's the case.
Choose a colour again.
I know, but...
Choose a colour again. Green, yellow, black.
green.
18. That's a fail.
I failed, I rolled a 1.
He still failed.
Okay. So he didn't pick up the lie.
Good.
Did the trend continue?
If this is ever about lying, you need to let me know, because I have decided, because of this trend, he has this massive weak penalty against
Where I just automatically trust you, whatever you say now, because...
Yeah, because this just keeps happening, so it's almost getting to the point where I'm just going to say, never roll, he always believes you. Almost to the point.
I mean, unless I catch you out on a lie, I'm sure that might start to shake things, but I haven't yet, so... The worst I've caught you on was an omission. That's about as close as it's got, where you won't tell me something's happened.
Anyway, moving along with the evening.
See, I mean... You didn't die in 2 steps, did you?
Of course, you might want a wagon, or maybe even 2. And you'll need to sleep with a wagon. They don't have to be a covered wagon. You will not be wanting to walk out there. You will even need weapons more appropriate for the desert. Not that you expect to find anything. You will need facial coverings like a scarf to wrap around your mouth and nose when the dust storms blow up. If we were anywhere near gnomes, I would say get some spectacles. But we are not near gnomes, so it does not matter. And you could not afford them anyway. The glassworks are very pricey.
I don't even know what those are.
Gnomes are these small dwarf-related things.
No, I mean spectacles.
Yes, well,
Something with
it is a
glass.
glasswork that protects you.
Oh, it's that thing you see things at a distance. Is it that?
Yes, okay.
I thought there was a telescope.
You have obscure knowledge.
No, but I would have been taught to use one.
Roll.
It would be a spyglass, not a telescope.
I know. It's a 3.
Spyglass.
Spyglass.
You use it to spy things from a distance.
Yeah.
Spy being a generic term for to see.
Yeah.
A spyglass.
Well,
Maybe different people have a different term for it.
Indeed. What more will you need?
But one of those glasses or
Socks.
spyglasses would be
You will
handy.
need many different socks, for you will be sweating a lot, and you do not want to get an infection.
True.
Medicines. You will need to take many herbs and herbal medicines and be instructed in their use. For whatever injuries you sustain, they may kill you out there without appropriate treatments.
I see.
You will need to take many things for making a fire. Wood, lots of wood. You still have all those shields that you specifically kept because they were more effective. It was easier to carry them than logs.
yeah.
Do not count on being able to hunt things out there, for it is said that nothing lives.
And yet there's dangerous things out there that will kill us.
It is a place of dichotomies.
We'll just have to kill them first. I mean, it's that or die, right?
You must not count on being able to find anything edible. Take everything you are going to need. And for the love of God, don't just look at a map and go, oh yes, it looks like it will only take us this long to get there, let's add on a few days. You will get lost in this desert, turning around and around in dizzyingness. It is said that this waste isn't natural, and that it is the result of the wrath of the gods. So there may be bewitchments and other things.
I'm sure Adrian said he could find his way anywhere.
Adrian says a lot of things. I mean, maybe he can read the stars. I did mean to ask next time we catch up with him.
So with the information you've received, you leave.
Yep.
Well, I have
A day later, after you've memorized your spells, unless there's anything you need to do without Adrian in the meantime.
No, I was just going to go back to the inn and catch up with Spelsy or whoever.
Elsie's dead.
Oh.
She got a Roman in the eye.
Oh, she was that one. Okay.
Saphira, is there any chance we could do some more training?
Well, what do you wish to train? Do you want to attempt to get past the shield again?
I want to be able to use
How long does
both
each one take
weapons.
to learn?
This will be
you know
interesting.
that.
I have to try
Time to
and
learn to
counter
sit out
your
and build
invisible
at once.
weapon at the
Yeah.
same time.
Well-
This could be good training for both of us.
I would use a normal
So standard time.
blades, but it would give me advantage to try two weapons
Oh,
at
they ran
once.
out too quick.
I'm not too sure if I can.
You're trying to... I believe it's called dual wielding. I've heard it mentioned before. I've also heard it's foolish to try and do it, but...
Yes, but it would make me more useful if I could use both.
You know we've travelled with two people that dual wield, right?
Yeah. And I
One.
train with.
I think.
Marble.
She did too, yeah.
She did.
God, I keep forgetting that because she never did it.
Because she's really good at it too, because she's ambidextrous.
Well, I can assist in that, yes.
And just you seem to have a bit more. In a fight, you can last longer. Have you got a way that you train to make yourself?
No, I'm just really good at taking hits.
No, not that. Not that. I mean, you seem to. See, I don't want to use the words because I know I'll hang on. You can fight longer.
Oh, my stamina.
Yes, yeah. Is there a way that you train to?
The way he trained, I don't think you're going to want to do.
It may just be because I wear quite heavy armor a lot of the time, so it probably builds up the strength.
Oh no, I have heard of this.
Oh god, she's going to be like fucking King Piccolo now. It's just like, time to fight! Let's do this! Really, wear the clothing? You're still doing that?
Do not take this the wrong way, especially considering I'm saying it, Sulan, but you don't wear very much.
I don't need much because of. I don't normally need to.
Well, perhaps if you wore something a bit heavier, it would... Not for battle, but for training. And then it would build up your muscles, and then when you took it off, you would be even faster and more agile, and also stronger.
I'd have to be able to release it quickly though, because I don't want to have that kind of weight on me.
Well, no, I mean, you would only use it for training, and then when you're actually practically fighting, you wouldn't be wearing the heavy equipment.
I'll see what I can get.
I imagine once you have fought for a few hours and weighted gear, and then you start fighting without it, you'll probably feel a lot more nimble and swift and stronger than...
So Sulan goes shopping. What's your encumbrance weights?
Light 56, mod 86, heavy 116, and severe 146.
Yeah, okay. You can find something. Weigh 100 pounds. Negates the effectiveness of the endurance proficiency and running.
Yep.
And anything else that works like that.
One during that stage, yep.
I don't know how you're going to carry it around, but
Just get me to carry it.
Yes, I got a Saphira.
and a cart soon.
Yes, and a cat soon.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys wanted to get in San Ramirez before you tie everything up you want to do here and leave?
I need to talk to this boy, yes, first, so.
Well, he's done.
He's done?
I say so it has happened.
I mean, we will want to get some basic, just travelling supplies for even just on the road through Maryland and that, just like rations
Well,
and...
you know how much they cost? Deduct 4 times that from your party fund. Because scarcity, all prices went up, you saw it.
We need to get gear. What herbs and stuff do you need? Do we need to visit Mother Gnu?
I mean, I could give you a list.
Well, it'd be easy if you come with me. I know some things about herbalism, but I would like to learn more.
I mean, so would I.
But I've seen you make stuff, and
Yeah, but I don't know everything.
well, maybe we could. There's a book. You could.
That's not how it's done. No one writes this shit down.
I think we'd be hard pressed to find a book on that sort of thing around here. Maybe if we still had
Especially with
access
the
to the
Athenaeum
tower.
destroyed.
Most herbalists and healers tend to be peasant folk who
Yeah.
can't read or write. And distrust book learnings. If there's something worth learning, it's worth learning, right? So where you going?
Mother Gnu, won't we?
Yeah. Mother good. I
Someone roll me
Yeah.
a d20.
Net 20.
I don't know why you're all so happy about this. This is on my behalf.
I know.
I don't know what it's for.
think. That's just you get
arrive at
excited when you're
Mother's
all
Gnu.
excited.
At Mother Gnu's.
Okay.
You're outside.
Is it still like a functioning?
It appears to be.
Well, should we go in then?
Yes, it'll be easier.
Go and there's an old crone inside. And there's a very young girl inside. And the old crone is like snatching down the odd thing from here and there and throwing it in a bin. She's saying, "Oh, you won't want that. You won't want that. Ah, can do the same thing with red fennel. No. Honey? What's honey for? The medicine. No. Into the bin. But mother. Oh, hello, says the young girl.
Hi.
I'm Mother Gnu. Mother, yeah. Now,
What happened to?
silly goat past, says the old woman.
Okay. Well, we just came here to buy supplies anyway.
Just buying supplies, are we? The old woman turns around and fixes you with a glare. Surprisingly clear eyes, like not dimmed and feeble like old Mother Gnu's were. And what kind of supplies do two adventure types want? Just pick up some herbs, and when we gets the stabbings, we just rub all natural herbs in, and that'll all be right, will it?
Well, no, that'd probably cause an infection if you just randomly rubbed herbs into you.
So you have the knowing then. What would you do if someone came to you complaining of a burning rash on the back of their neck?
I would say they have a case of explosive thrombosis.
And how does that help them?
Well, it doesn't, but it helps you identify what you need to
And
give
what
them.
would you do?
Well, like, point out a number of herbs that could, like, numb the itching and then...
Okay.
Yeah.
A young lady's not happy about the colour of her hair and wants to dye it black.
Permanently? You could just use charcoal.
Good practical. So you have some knowing.
I mean, not as much as I'd like, but...
So, what do you need?
Well...
You outline the things you need.
Yeah.
Things that make you go.
So, do you have any idea of what'll be in there? I mean, there could be venomous insects or snakes or...
They mentioned the two-step maybe there. I don't know.
The what?
Yeah, nothing prevents that. You're nothing here anyway. So there's no point planning about it.
I mean, if that's going to be a problem. We could probably set up a spell or something to distract any that came near, but...
Spell to distract snakes? Tell me more.
Having overheard that you want to go into the desert, she'll start packing your supplies into clay pots with stoppers. Since Nubbo here was probably just going to chuck it all into his wizard pockets, and then it'll be dried out and useless by the time he wanted to use them.
I mean, I just usually put things in my pockets, but I guess that's helpful.
Yeah. And you're going into the deserts?
Oh,
Oh,
the parched
boy.
stone.
And here I thought you had a gram of sense.
Well, you mean... I thought I did too, but I end up doing these ridiculous things. We went to Winterheim, you know.
Oh, that's nice. It's good to get some cold into you now and then.
Is it?
Helps you appreciate not having cold in you. Now, let's see here. You'll need the pots because putting on your little pockets, they'll just dry them out in the desert, see? You want your moss to be still springy. If it's all dried out, it won't be. Then it's useful for any...
She rambles on into how you would like maybe powder it up and inhale it in a smokable to cause a numbness for helping to reduce pain and things like that. She just rambles on about the uses of dried out what you've got.
Yeah.
But they won't be wanting that. You'll be wanting them fresh. There. Now this is about 100 silvers worth, including pots. But I'll give it to you for 90.
Oh, thank you.
As she didn't specify anything else.
I mean, I only have crowns, so I was just going to give her a 9.
Dungeons and Dragons. In Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal